Hello and welcome to episode 8 of the official Just Cause 2 video logs. My name is Mike Oldman. I am joined once again by Chris Dillon.
Hi Mike.
Not just me, Chris. Hello to everyone at home.
Hello everybody.
Now Chris isn't feeling too great, which you may be able to tell.
I'm getting a cold, yeah.
His fragile voice. But we're here today to have a look at some of the greatest Just Cause 2 mods that have been made for the game, for the PC crowd.
Greatest?
Well, certainly they're often used.
Yes.
You know, there's a couple in here that we're going to look at.
Popular ones, I think.
I think popular is a good way of describing it.
Yeah.
And some of our favourites, just a little collection of some of the mods that may or may not be the greatest. So, starting off then, we're going to have a look at a mod that can't be ignored. It is the Bolo Patch, which on its most basic level allows you to have multiple grapple hooks in the game. Essentially turns Rico into a Spider-Man-like character, you know, stringing characters up against buildings, between buildings with multiple hooks. You know, I've seen video of helicopters suspended between buildings with this stuff.
That's cool.
It's a cool feature. It's something that it's not obviously in the main game.
No.
Why is it not in the main game, Chris?
Because it was a bit of a QA nightmare.
Right.
Because when we ship the game, we have to make sure that things work.
Yes.
Everywhere on the island, in all sorts of situations, and a multiple grapple hook. We did try, it just wasn't possible to actually get all the bugs sorted out on it.
It's when to stop, isn't it, as well? So like, it's 4 hooks. The thing is 6. It's 1,000,000. You know, it's really difficult to sort of gauge all that. And obviously, with the way the grapple, it doesn't necessarily interact with all the scenery, does it? So you can pass through it in order to enhance gameplay, I suppose, so that you don't get caught on everything. With multiple hooks, that becomes sort of ridiculous. But as a mod, there's loads of fun you can have with it. I never get old seeing guys sort of strung up by loads of hooks. I think that's wicked. And you can really see the physics in the game in play in this sort of stuff.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of fun. Speaking of fun with the Bolo Patch, and something that I particularly like that has been done by a few users is this one character called Spartan Guy on YouTube decided it would be fun to grapple together as many buses as he could spawn, which in this case is 20 buses. Probably could have done a few more, but I think 20 is enough. Tethers them all together with multiple hooks and then drives them off a cliff. Love it.
It's pretty impressive.
It looks like a train falling down a mountain.
Uh-huh.
Like a giant, I don't know, vehicular slinky. I recommend if you're on the PC version, grab the Bolo Patch and have a lot of fun with it. It's been updated many times as the game's been out to work with all versions of the game. This was initially done in the demo, but you can get it for the full game. It's just brilliant. A lot of fun. Drastically changes the way it plays.
Yeah.
I wouldn't necessarily say it gives you an edge. It's really just for mucking around.
It is. I mean, I think, you know, some of these mods actually take away from, you know, how the game's meant to be played. So they are just for fun, really.
But we're okay with that.
Yeah, I think when we released the game, we didn't actually realise there were going to be so many mods. So it was great to see people show so much interest.
Definitely. And also, actually, we should give a big shout out to justcause2mods.com, which is a great place to go and get all of these ones. And you'll be able to find all the ones we featured in this video there. So next up, then, we're going to have a look at a very simple black market mod that was created. Which basically allows you to spawn any vehicle from the game and just have it at any point. Same way you would order things in from the black market with the agency vehicles. Allows you to download? You don't download them, do you? That'd be weird. It's not the Matrix. You order them in by a helicopter. But you can get taxis, you know, trucks, everything. And the great thing about this mod is it's just really nicely done from a UI perspective. So the guy that's made it's created a whole new menu system, you know, complete with pictures, so you can see exactly what you're grabbing and order stuff in. Great mod, really simple, really helps out people who want to have a lot of fun with the game.
Yeah.
Okay, so
this is a personal favourite of yours, surely, Mike.
Yes, this next mod is it's a little bit special. It's a vehicle mod. You know, if the vehicles aren't quite good enough for you, or you want something a little bit more, you should check out the Oldman Extreme. It takes the Hummer Oldman, which is, as we know, one of my favourite vehicles, which has got a great name. And what they've done, this guy's modified it, so he's taken the bull bars off of the front of the Chevalier icebreaker, the ice cream truck,
yeah,
slapped it on the front of the vehicle, lowered the suspension, put alloy wheels on the side, changed the number plate to the word extreme.
Wow.
Put bucket seats in there. It's heavier, it's faster, and it's got massive exhausts on the side with thrusters coming out of it, which I think were taken from a speedboat in the game.
Looks like it, yeah.
It's awesome, and it just slams through traffic like you wouldn't believe. The same way the Icebreaker does, to be fair. But it's a great little vehicle, so that's worth checking out. Next up, and another quite interesting one that does help out in the game, I suppose. It sort of changes the way you play things a little bit. Is the Infinite Grapple Hook mod, which will allow you to... You know, Rico's got a limit on his grappling hook length, hasn't he, in the game? It's I believe it's 100 metres?
To be honest, I'm not sure.
I think it's 100 metres. For the purpose of this video, it's 100 metres.
Okay, disagree. 100 metres.
But for the purpose of this mod, it's infinite.
Okay.
So as far as the eye can see, you can shoot your grappling hook, and Rico will just shoot across the map.
That's a long way.
It's an exceptionally long way. It means you spend a lot of time just looking at Rico flying through the sky, propelling himself towards something you can't even necessarily see at that point. Great fun. You can get literally from one end of the map to the other in one hook shot.
Wow.
Which is it's pretty cool. So worth checking out if you want a little bit of fun.
Yep.
Who doesn't want a little bit of fun?
We all do.
Exactly. Now, there's been a lot of mods over the time, and obviously we're just showing a small selection here. But one that's been talked about, certainly probably the most, over the Bolo patch, over the Black Market mod, which are obviously great tools people use regularly, is this great mod, which we don't know where it's going at the moment. I don't know if it'll ever actually see the final light of day, but it's from the JC2MP dev team, with MP standing for multiplayer. Now, obviously, Just Cause 2 doesn't feature any multiplayer.
No.
But these guys managed to get a version of multiplayer up and running for themselves. And you can see here in the video, you know, there's two guys flying around there in Pearl Silver bolts. And they've basically got it working, to a degree.
Yeah.
Now, this is very exciting, because the concept of multiplayer Just Cause 2 is incredible. Just looks like a lot of fun. We would have loved to have seen this in the game. Sadly, it wasn't really doable. And I think that's probably the same case here. The Just Cause 2 multiplayer mod is a little bit of a pipe dream. I think it's safe to say.
I think, you know, to actually get to work across the whole game and actually integrate it into the game, I mean, that's a hell of a lot of work.
The world's huge, isn't it? And syncing everything up, which is kind of difficult.
It's synchronising the physics. Physics is very complex in Just Cause 2, and trying to get the physics to synchronise between several machines is a nightmare.
So, it's good to watch, but that sadly may be all it ever is. We'll just have to wait and see. And that's it. That's a collection of our favourite mods. Now, there's a whole bunch of mods out there, as we've said. There's plenty of other stuff that's worth, and like I say, really do go to justcause2mods.com to check all these out. Another thing that's been happening quite a lot, which we haven't featured in this video, is character models. So many character models that people have changed. Changing Rico to other characters from other video games that we won't mention, but you might recognise some of your favourites in there. Or, you know, playing as any other character from the series. It's quite funny to see Baby Panay shooting around with a grappling hook on his arm. So it's definitely worth exploring. There's a lot of cool stuff out there. Massively changes the game, and like we say, we're behind it every step of the way.
Yep, definitely.
Fun stuff.
Absolutely.
Absolutely fun stuff.
Yeah, and thanks to everybody who's taken the time to make these mods.
These hackers.
Hackers.
They're not hackers, Chris. Can't believe you say that.
I was only repeating what you said.
They'll never stand up. Anyway, thanks guys. We'll be back soon with more great Just Cause 2 content, and hopefully you guys will keep producing it. Great video.